Hey guys, I'm Adrian for Smarter Media, and today we're going to talk about how fireworks work. Alright, so no pun intended, we're going to be talking today, it is July 4th, happy July 4th, and we're going to be talking today about fireworks, because this is one of the holidays, I guess, if you celebrate July 4th, that is very decorated with fireworks, very, promoted with fireworks throughout the night, celebrations, the parties, everywhere, all those gatherings of the fireworks displays. And I want to simplify in the easiest way I can explain how fireworks work for those of you. This is something that intrigued me, and I did the research so you don't have to. All right, so very basically, let's first talk about the history of fireworks. Fireworks date back to the 10th century, back to China. They originated in China, where it became an independent profession, a job to cultivate and make these fireworks. They were done by pyrotechnicians, and they were highly revered for their skills and craft of chemicals, etc. This was back during the Song Dynasty. They used fireworks. People would, after they were, these professions, these people who made these, they became available to the public, and people would buy these in markets, and they used this mainly in the Song Dynasty to impress people like the emperor, etc., with these displays of fireworks for special events, etc. And now let's go into how fireworks actually work. I want to kind of break it down into two things: the sparklers and the aerials. And just the sparklers are very, very basic, but in general, fireworks are gunpowder wrapped around in paper plus a fuse. I mean, that's basically how you put it. Most gunpowder is what do you call that? I guess combined with your consist of, I guess, 75% potassium nitrate, 15% charcoal or sugar, and 10% sulfur. That's the general chemicals of gunpowder. And the sparklers, I'm sure you all have seen them, are usually consisted of a fuel, an oxidizer of some sort, iron and steel powder, and the binder. And basically, the fuel and the oxidizer in proportion, when set on fire, balance each other out so it doesn't explode like a regular firework. It kind of slowly burns, which gives that metal, as it slowly burns down, the metal burns down like a cigarette would burn. The metal starts to spark off. Usually it's consisting of aluminum, iron, or some materials like that to make the burning more brighter, or a different color if they add certain chemicals to these sparklers. So basically, it's just burning down the metal, producing these sparks as the oxidizer and the fuel kind of burn out. It just proportionally goes down slower and slower, burning that sort of metal, which can again be added chemicals to change colors of sparklers, etc. Now, the more popular ones that you're going to see, obviously, are the aerials. Aerials are the ones that are shot up in the sky, obviously, and these consist of some basic parts: a container, the stars, a bursting charge, and a fuse, which I'm going to show you a little chart here. Basically, the container is something that obviously the shell is contained in. Everything is contained in. These stars are these little, shell-like things that are inside, while the bursting charge is also inside. And of course, there's a fuse that hangs out that allows us to kind of set off the firework from it, and then we can get our distance. We can also use a fuse for a timer, inside. So basically, all fireworks are put into a mortar, much like a cannonball is shot out. We use these mortar, which are usually made of fiberglass for fireworks. We load the firework in there, and we light the fuse. And as it goes down into the firework, it ignites these, this powder, which then everything shoots up. And as it shoots up, it hits these shells, which then burst out and then give us our firework display. Now, within these fireworks are, like I said, these bursting shells, which can be consistent of multi-break shells or just regular shells. Multi-break shells are what you see when you see multiple things shoot out instead of just one big firework. You tend to see stuff where it shoots off multiple times, and that's what we call a multi-break shell. There's multiple multi-break type of shells. They have the palm shell, the round shell, which obviously, basically, these shells just combusted in a different way. So, for example, a round shell would be organized so that once it blows, it shoots off in a round pattern. A ring shell would do the same thing but produce a ring pattern, while there's other ones like serpentine and stuff like that, which produces stars and all that. So very basically, like I said, it's gunpowder wrapped around in paper with a fuse. We light the fuse, it ignites, the mortar shoots it out like a cannonball would be shot out. It goes into the sky, and we use certain charges or fuses to, the fuses and the stuff inside are to help us help it so that the firework doesn't just shoot up and then blow up right away. This fuse, it takes about a little bit of time for it to go into the sky, and then it actually ignites the inside fuse, which can be timed or delayed to blow up right at this certain altitude or at a certain time. This, obviously it allows us to shoot up in the sky and have a better display of sorts. And like I said, we use different chemicals to change colors. We use these multi-break, different types of shells to produce different patterns in the sky and stuff like that. So that is a little bit of history and quick simplification of how a firework works. This is Adrian from smartermedia.org. Thanks for watching.